there, and there's the man that's made this tournament possible. That's Sal DeLeese. He's the guy that's worked on this baby as if though it were his own personal babe.
And right behind him was Kathy Henry, as you mentioned before, and another one of the tournament directors. Also a player in this area that bowled back-to-back 300 games. I wanted to congratulate Kathy on that accomplishment.
Oh.
Looking for the strike there, but not getting the 10 out.
You know, both men have had really an opportunity to, if not close the door, to put some nails on the door, and both men have not capitalized on the situation.
Watch this. The 6-pin hits the 10, does not go. $10,000 on top right now. Second place, $5,000. There's a lot of money here at stake in these 10 frames. Figure it out. $5,000. That's what, $10,000 is $1,000 a frame, huh?
That's it.
$500 a frame for the difference.
And he converts.
Right now, he still holds a 15-pin lead. He could have increased it by 25 there, though.
And as you go into the home stretch, that's when you think of, geez, I could have, geez, I should have, you know?
I felt that way in one game of the mixed doubles today.
Did you?
Geez, if I just could have done. But you know, you can't think that way. You just have to look ahead, because what's behind you is behind you. There's nothing you can do about it. It's you against the 10 pins. Whatever your opponent does, you can't stop.
No.
You just have to go out there and get the most that you can get and hope your opponent doesn't get as many as you do.
Bang.
To keep the 15-pin lead. Mike strikes in the 8th. Now Darin up in the 8th. Can cut that deficit down to 5. He's working on a strike. He needs the double right now.
Bang. There you see the replay there of the strike from Neuman, who, by the way, was the NCAA Collegiate Player of the Year at Erie Community College up in Buffalo, New York in 1988.
Gee, why doesn't that surprise me?
Powerful bowler. Here's Darin Hayes.
I didn't have an opportunity, but I'm curious as to why he really hasn't gone on the pro tour, unless he really has made so much money in the amateur ranks. He doesn't want to give up that status.
I imagine that that life on the road can be pretty devastating to one's health, right? You know, you don't fly from one city to another. You do a lot of driving when you're on the tour.
That's true, and the cost is very, very high to
Getting a
compete on the
sponsor
tour.
is another trick too, right?
That's right. Darin Hayes right now is trailing by 5 pins. Strike here, he can take the lead by 5. And he does it.
Darin Hayes, Papa to be, having a child, they say, in about 5 months. And he's looking at that $10,000, thinking of all the things he could do with that 10
A
grand.
strike here, 5-pin lead for Darin. This is his reaction. Hits the setup frame. It's the 9th frame.
Blew that rack out.
Yes, he did.
They got a couple of powerful bowlers here right now.
Well, if Mike Neuman wants to have a chance in this match, he needs to strike here in the 9th frame.
Yep.
Oh, coming up high. Now, before he left the flat 10-pin, he's made the adjustment here. Wanted the ball to hook a little sooner. It does. It comes in a little too high. Leaves the 4-pin. He has now opened the door for Darin to strike out and beat him.
You know, I didn't want to say anything earlier, but so far the second qualifiers have been victorious in our previous 2 matches in the seniors as well as the ladies championship. And he converts in the 9th. But he's facing a monster right now. He needs a monster 10th frame right now to put the pressure on Darin Hayes.
Right now, Mike Neuman can shoot 218. Darin can step up and shoot 233.
Neuman wanted a re-rack. What are some of the reasons when you get up there and you want a re-rack, Leila?
Well, sometimes it can be for a little extra time. Other times, more times than not, he sees a pin-off spot. He wants all 10 pins to be on spot so he doesn't leave anything funny out there.
Have you ever asked for a re-rack when you were looking for more time?
Not so much looking for more time. Not that type of player. I don't know. I think Mike really saw those were a little off spot. I re-racked a couple times today.
You can see the reaction right now from Mike Neuman, realizing he needed a strike there to open up the 10th, and he didn't get it. The best he could finish at right now is 206, right? I want you to see the reaction right there. There it is. Discuss, goes back, slaps the ball return, and realizes that he may have just blown this one away.
Right now, Darin Hayes basically just needs a mark in the 10th frame now to close out this match. But it is up to count, and we've seen stranger things happen. If Darin Hayes steps up, and I don't want to jinx him, leaves a big split, this is Mike Neuman's event.
Even stranger than that, one of the fellas that's going to be bowling in the Diet Pepsi Mixed Championship, Del Ballard, we all saw him on national TV throw one in the ditch, so
that's right.
Anything can happen. Well, he caves in the rack that time and finishes up with a 206, which is considerably less than what he had been averaging qualifying to get to this point.
Well, Chrissy Stewart needed a mark. We saw her step up and strike her first shot in the 10th frame to defeat Lisa Wagner. Darin Hayes right now needs a mark in the 10th.
And like you said, the best way to get that mark in the 10th is do it with one shot. It's there.
And you heard the crowd yell carry. Darin Hayes is the local favorite. He's from this area. Mike Neuman, on the other hand, flew down from New York.
Well, so far, Leila, we've had the second qualifier in Ted Fraley defeating Pete Spina to win the Coors Light Seniors Championship. We had Chrissy Stewart defeat Lisa Wagner, was the high qualifier. And now we've seen Darin Hayes upsetting Mike Neuman to win the Pasco I Men's Championship. He is going out in a fury.
That's right. And one more strike. He's in the 230 range right now. Strike here gives him 233. Again, Mike Neuman shoots 206.
And that $10,000 is going to definitely come in handy for that brand new baby. Congratulations, Darin and Mrs. Hayes, on your expected arrival.
New bet, 233, 206, the final score in our Pasco I Men's Championship.
And the winner is Darin Hayes, and there he is hugging one of his children, shaking hands there with Mike Neuman. And we will be back in just a moment for the presentation of the trophy and check in the Pasco I Men's Championship at the 8th annual Cream of the Crop Tournament at Laweglo Lanes in Newport Richey, Tampa Bay. Don't go away. Hayes did it. You can see his game-winning shot right here in the Pasco I Men's Championship at the Cream of the Crop Tournament. I want you to watch this reaction right here. Yes, money in the bank for the new baby. And Leila, you have him with you right now.
I do, Ted. With me is Darin Hayes, the winner of the Pasco I Championship, and Sal DeLeese to present the $10,000 check to Darin. On behalf of Dr. Haber and the Pasco Eye Institute, Sal has a check for Darin.
I'm sure that Dr. Haber will be very proud to see you collect this $10,000, for which he is one of our oldest sponsors and a primary sponsor. And on behalf of him, Darin, it's nice to give you this $10,000 check.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're very welcome.
And don't go away, Darin. We have a trophy for you from Chris Laweglo, the co-proprietor here at Laweglo Lanes, and also Dave and Carol Zangi.
Congratulations on behalf of Laweglo, Darin.
Thank you very much.
And a few words, Darin?
This is tough.
Very few words, right? Well, we want to congratulate you. And coming up next are the Pepsi Cola Mixed Doubles Championships. Stay tuned.